hear you.
Somehow. Couldn't find the speaker, connect one, or make sure the driver for an existing device is properly installed.
Hey, Susan. Hey, Melissa.
Hey, George.
Hey, Brenton.
Hello.
All right, just to let everybody know, Eric had a conflict, so he won't be able to attend this meeting. So just a heads up.
And then I got Katie's message that she'll be joining us a little bit late.
Yep.
It's fine, no problems. Well, I guess we can go ahead and get started. It might be a smaller group today. So thank you all for joining our Tampa Bay Area University Community Traffic Safety Team meeting. Glad to be with you all this afternoon. So we'll get started with some brief introductions. I'll just call on folks from the list here, and then we'll get into the agenda. So welcome, my name is Kathleen Koviak. I work at the University of South Florida and oversee our substance use prevention programs. Am the chair of this group, and then our co-chair, Vice Chair Katie, who's at the University of Tampa, will be joining us. She said around 3:15 or so. So I'll look at the list here. Brenton, would you like to introduce yourself?
Brenton Mosier, USF Cutter.
And George?
Good afternoon, George Edmiston with Benish.
Jim? Jim Reiser? You might have stepped away. Marty?
Hey everyone, this is Marty with the University of Tampa.
And then
Did you hear me all
Nicholas?
right?
Hi everyone, Nicholas Innes, Element Engineering Group, D7 Safety Consultant.
And Susan, if you got your speakers working, I'm not sure.
Susan Bowden, Benish.
Excellent. And then we've got someone joining by phone. I can't see your name if you want to share who you are. You have someone on a call, or let's see. And then we have Lori here too.
Hello, everyone. Lori Palayo with JMT.
And Melissa.
Yep. Hey, everybody. Melissa Shepard with JMT, a District 7 safety consultant. And to let everybody know, this meeting is being recorded. And if you are not speaking, please mute your mics.
Thanks so much. And then anybody that I missed, if you're on the phone or otherwise. All right, so we'll get started. Thanks everybody again for being here. So we'll go through our minutes from our March meeting that you should have gotten in an email, and we'll have on the screen here for you. So take a look through those if you can, and if there's anything that needs to be updated, let us know, or you'd like to motion to approve them.
Hey Kathleen, this is Marty with the University of Tampa. I apologize for not being so clear the last time, but the safety issue that we wanted to add was the crosswalk on North Boulevard between Cass and Kennedy. The one that's listed in the meeting minutes is stormwater issue on Kennedy Boulevard. And come to find out that, the city is right now replacing all the water piping on Kennedy, close by that area where we're having stormwater issues. And the repavement permit that I uncovered with Swift Mud, we couldn't tell whether or not that would ever be done. I do know that Westra, working with the city after they do the potable water piping replacement, they resurface the areas that they've disrupted, with the piping project. So, but that one there, come to find out that the stormwater safety issues aren't going to be handled by the city. The city's under contract with FDOT to do that piping work. Kennedy Boulevard's an FDOT right away, so the stormwater work, if there's anything done, is going to be years down the road, 2 or 3 years at least down the road. And that's what I was told is when I uncovered that permit with Swift Mud of the resurfacing, I asked, is this ever work and ever going to be done? I asked Westra too, the contractor with the city. They said that wasn't really a part of their project, although they're going to resurface the areas that they disrupt with the water piping project. So in that conversation, I mentioned the stormwater safety issues, and they said that if any stormwater work is done, it will not be contracted to the city. It'll probably be done by FDOT after the water piping work on Kennedy is completed. So all the water piping work, water line work on campus, on North Boulevard has been replaced already. They're now finishing up on Kennedy. And so the one that I wanted to add was the crosswalk safety issue on North Boulevard, right there by West Garage. And anyway, I did talk with Cal over there, Cal Hardy over there at the city. And by the way, he's leaving the city and his last day is April 12th. But he gave us, when we did meet last year in June, he gave us like 3 options that we could look at the crosswalk there on North Boulevard. Speed humps before the crosswalk would be one option. A raised crosswalk with the flashing beacon would be a second option. And then a third option, concrete bulb outs, they call it, to narrow the lanes. And this would require moving the curb. So that's the project I want to get back in front of our folks here and, maybe present these 3 options. And what Cal did mention was that we would need just a right-of-way permit, but then we would have to have a plan when we apply for that right-of-way permit. We would have to have a plan in place, and that would be, like plans that we had to submit with the application. And so we would have to start engaging, contractors and engineering firms, some of which the city could recommend. Cal mentioned that he would, definitely, give a courtesy review of any plans that were drawn up on that crosswalk. But in our conversation, one of the things that was like, how do we get this going? Because we were looking at really a holistic approach on North Boulevard. But then we talked that, hey, let's just look at the crosswalk issue right there on North Boulevard, and then maybe, that might be a springboard to get more work done on North Boulevard. Like that, we need sidewalk work done. There's actually 2 crosswalks on North Boulevard. One of them is the worst one that the safety issues are stemming from, right by West Garage. So I apologize if I wasn't that clear in the last meeting, but that's the one we want to add. Not the stormwater issue off of Kennedy, but the crosswalk safety issue between Cass and Kennedy on North Boulevard.
I see. Thank you for those updates. Melissa?
Yeah, so Marty, are you saying that the update that you gave was not for the issues that we've been having with that Kennedy Boulevard project, and maybe that was for the Cass Street that you're talking about?
Yeah, we have been, we're still gonna have those issues on Kennedy with the stormwater issues until,
Okay.
after OT circles back around and maybe looks at doing some stormwater work on Kennedy. So
Okay,
yeah,
so
that's an ongoing issue. It's still gonna be there, but the one that we wanted to add back, I'm not sure if we've ever had it on the list, was crosswalk safety issue between Cass and Kennedy on North Boulevard.
okay, so what we can do, like going forward, we can add it. Do you want to add it to the problem location list? Is that what you're saying? Like just to keep it in front of us, to keep it moving, to see if like, DOT can help or the county?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that's
Yeah,
what
I
we'll
think
do. Okay, we'll do
if
that.
that's,
And then as far as these minutes, and I can still keep running through them, but is
okay.
what is listed here, is that okay for now?
Yeah, that's fine
Okay.
for now.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yep, thanks.
All right.
Any other comments about the minutes, or does everything else seem to be in order?
Does someone want to make a motion to approve the minutes?
Hey, this is George. I'll motion to approve.
Anybody able to second?
This is Marty, I'll second.
Excellent. So we'll approve those with the caveat that we'll remedy that for the coming one about that problem area on North Boulevard moving forward. All right, thanks everybody. So in kind of transitioning now into looking at our problem identification areas. So we do have the area on Lois Avenue getting to the HCC campus. We got an update last meeting via email that they're continuing to work with that Drew Park CRA CAC to kind of see if there's anything that can be done and looking at those crosswalks. Anything else that we've heard about this?
Nope, not that I'm aware, and I haven't heard from Paige. So I don't know if she's going to join today or she just didn't give an update this time.
Okay. We'll continue to monitor and see if Paige is able to join us for future meetings to see if there's been any progress there. And then the lighting issue at Bruce B. Downs and Holly. I know Officer Marchesano was trying to get connected with Bob Campbell with Hillsborough County. I don't think she's able to join us today. I know she's been pulled in a lot of different directions recently, but next time I'm able to get in touch with her, we can see if there's been any update there. As far as I know, there is no update. And then we had on the list this storm drain issue, but from what we gathered, that's not going to be able to have any thing happen to that for a while out, but looking at the crosswalk instead. Melissa?
Do we want to keep this one on here or retire it and then bring in the Cass Street item that Marty was referring to?
Yeah, I
Since-
think so. I could give you, I could submit a brief description on the crosswalk on North Boulevard for the problem description if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great. If you want to send us something, that'd be great.
Sure, I'll send you something. Just
Sure,
send it
thanks.
to you, Melissa and Kathleen.
Sure. Mhm.
Okay, cool. I'll send you something and then, but I think this one here, we should probably retire until, I mean, a few years down the road until there's some more activity on, stormwater work along Kennedy, and there's no telling, when that's going to be re-engaged, so, but I think, we should retire it off this list anyway for right now.
Okay. If it ever needs to come back, we can, revive it and bring it
Okay.
back.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Excellent. Thank you. Jim, Riser, I see you have your hand up.
Yeah, I was just gonna build on what Marty said, that with that project and the pipes project going on in the city, I mean, you could be looking at several years, and the city's probably gonna look to incorporate a lot of those improvements along North Boulevard into those projects. But was Cal the project manager on that, Marty? I don't remember if he was or not. I don't think he was.
Yeah, I think he was. He was familiar with it when I talked to him the other day.
Well, that's gonna complicate
He's
things.
very
a little more, is
familiar
it?
with the crosswalk issue on North Boulevard. He was the project manager on that one.
Right, and the ones they did install have made a big difference out there for the safety of the students. There could always probably be some additional enhancements done, but with him leaving, going on to somebody else and somebody taking over the project, that may complicate things a little bit. So I guess we just need to be patient, but definitely move this down to the agenda at a later time to revisit.
I agree. Thank you.
Great, thank you both. So those are the three that we have. Would anybody like to propose any new problem areas that we should keep an eye on? Has anything come up recently? All right, seems like this is what we have for now that we'll continue to keep an eye on and hopefully get some more updates moving forward. So now we'll go into our activity reports and calendar updates. So from our law enforcement team, I don't think we have any officers with us. George, do you have anything to share for us?
I do not, except we did wrap up the ELEE awards it's almost 2 weeks now, and awarded all the agencies. We're working on processing a scope to begin ELEE 3 sometime this summer. So yeah, agencies walked away with quite a bit of equipment, including speed lasers, radars, speed feedback trailers, light towers, and all sorts of really good equipment that they can continue to address traffic related issues.
That's great. Thank you for that
No
update.
problem.
Any other folks here from law enforcement with updates? All right, and then we have our bicycle pedestrian reports. Anyone on call have things to share for that?
I do have a couple things to share. First and foremost, our planned Temple Terrace Mayor's Ride for March 22nd was postponed. It is now this Friday. So I know that is a little bit last minute, but if anyone would like to come out and ride with us, that would be great. We also had our university area slow roll event. However, we did not have the bike ride portion. We just had the informational tables and press conference, again, because of the weather. Yesterday, Jason Jackman was talking with students over at the College of Public Health for their Give Life Day. So that was organized by the College of Public Health. They do bone marrow drives and other health related things, but it's also a great opportunity to talk about ped bike safety. And I'm sure Kathleen will mention this, but we are participating in their Health Day. What?
Yes, World Health Day
World
fair.
Health.
Exactly. That'll be next week. So yeah, I know Jason said some students and people from their bike safety group will be able to join us and provide some resources and safety tips for students.
And the last thing I have is the Walk Like Mad was postponed from the 22nd. It will now be Friday, April 19th. So we will have a presence there as well. That's right in Cutter's backyard on USF campus. So that'll be another opportunity to engage the community.
Thank you, Brenton. Yeah, I know a lot of weather kind of hurdles to navigate and postpone things. So hoping for these next events, things stay a little drier. Any other bicycle? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll pop in. I know I mentioned last meeting we were organizing our Transportation Safety Day. We have put a lot of work over into it for the last month. It is scheduled for April 22nd. It now has a name. It is called Walk and Roll. We're very excited about it. And we've got a bunch of campus organizations that will come out and support us. We have our Downtown Tampa Partnership who will show up. We've got Cutter coming out for us, and then some other wellness areas from around the area. If you are interested in participating in that with us, it's really designed to promote any sort of transportation that's not a gas-powered vehicle, as it is Earth Day, and some safety pieces about that, please let me know. We would love to get you on board, but we're really excited about it.
That sounds so fun, and I love the name. Very clever. Yes, Jim?
So I can circle back to the law enforcement for just a second. I'll change hats here because I still am reserve with Tampa PD. So they're still continuing their ped bike safety initiative, and some of the areas are going to be affected are areas along Kennedy Boulevard, which could directly impact the UT students, and the Fowler Avenue corridor up near USF. So a lot of education's being given out. No, it's not a focus on citations, but we see somebody do something that could be counterproductive to safely passing through the roadway while they're a pedestrian or bicyclist, they'll stop. The person usually provides some education and reasons why they shouldn't do that. That wraps up second week of May, and that's there's several agencies in the Tampa Bay area. Hillsborough County Sheriff has some streets that they patrol, and then all the way across into the agencies in Pinellas County. So it's an ongoing program. Once it wraps up in May, they'll evaluate the effectiveness, and then it'll start up again near the end of the year if the grant funding gets renewed. And then the Walk Like Mad event, which at USF that got postponed until April 19th. It was originally supposed to be in March. It got rained out. So April 19th at 5 p.m. is location now at USF, and hopefully we get good weather for that. So, and a little bit more time to raise money. So it could work out for the better. So I just wanted to throw those out there for the group.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I was just on the Walk Like Mad page today, and it looks like they had reached their goal. So for fundraising, but I know obviously they're still accepting donations, but I thought that was great. Any other updates or reports people want to share? Yes, Mike's in.
Yeah, Martin, I just put in the chat a little while ago while you were talking, and I guess nobody caught on to it. the project that you spoke of along Kennedy Boulevard, it is a design, it's in design right now, and it's a repaving from Woodland all the way to Brevard. And if you pull it up, you'll see that it's anticipating to include drainage upgrades all along the corridor. And the anticipated construction date is the fall of this coming year, 2024. So there's some information that might help you with what you're trying to get done out there.
Oh, that sounds great. Is there a permit number that I could go to?
If you zoom in on what I sent you, it'll give you the design managers. It's not a permit, it's a state construction job, repave, that section there. But there's your contact person is Kevin Lee. And of course,
Okay.
Chris Carson is the media person on this right now because it hasn't really been assigned to go to anybody, but it has a FIN number where it has got, financial project number. So it's in the works.
Well, that is great news. So maybe we keep them both on the list, but yeah, I'll look into that. I'll definitely, Kathleen, and I'll send you information on the crosswalk on North Boulevard, but then I'll look into what Mike just sent me on the stormwater work on Kennedy and maybe put a summary together on that one too, and then we'll figure it out whether or not we want to keep them both on the list or not. But thanks so much for that, Mike.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Hey, Mike, it's Jim Reiser. Are they gonna, is that gonna start the end of the year of this year, 24, 25? I missed the year.
Yeah, Jim, it's for the fall. It's anticipated construction to begin in fall of 2024.
Okay, yeah, I just was wondering because I know Tampa put in for our renewal on the work zone grant, so that could be a help to FDOT out there during that project.
Sure. If you guys got any question, the contact number there for Kevin Lee's in that chat box there on that picture I sent you guys.
Great, thanks for the follow-up on that. Any other updates? All right, we can take a look at our updated fatal crash map that we have here. And Lori can walk us through that.
Sure. Yeah, so we finally have a full year of data. We have the entirety of 2023. So this is all the updated information. So there have been 16 fatal crashes in all of 2023 for the university area. The map shows 19 fatal crashes because 3 of the fatal crashes were located inside two campus buffers of both the UT and the HCC eBoard campuses. At the last CTST from January 1st to December 19th, there were 15 fatal crashes. So we've had one new addition to the fatal crash map to finish out the year. That was a run off the road motorcycle related fatal crash at the UT and HCC eBoard buffer. This occurred on December 30th at 4:09 in the morning on State Road 400 and at I-275 or State Road 93, not at the intersection in dark, lighted, and clear conditions. The vehicle was traveling eastbound on I-4 from north I-275 in an unknown lane. The driver lost control for unknown reasons and ran off the roadway into the left shoulder of I-4. As a result, the vehicle hit a guardrail. So that's the new fatal crash. There were 16 fatal crashes for 2023, and in 2022, there were 14 fatal crashes. So we are up by 2 fatal crashes between 2022 and 2023 for the university. And that's everything I have.
Thanks, Lori, for that information. Any questions or comments about our map? All right. And then I see Breton just put in the chat the link to the ride with the Temple Terrace mayor. If folks are interested, it starts at 8 a.m. And then now I'll just open the floor if anybody else has any other announcements or things of note that they want to bring to the group. I'll just share that our semester will be ending at the end of this month. So move out starts April 28th and goes through May 3rd. So we'll have some more activity kind of going on during that time. And then graduation will be that first week of May as well.
UT follows the same calendar experience. We end the 3rd of May and our graduation's on the 4th.
Anything else that folks would like to share? Any announcements? So our next meeting, if there's not anything else, is scheduled for May 1st. And this is slotted to be our in-person meeting. So we don't yet have a location identified for that time. So if anybody wants to offer up a space, or we could look at, I think last time we did it at the FDOT offices. So we could ask Eric if that would be an option for us again, if we want to try to meet in person that day.
Yep, I could definitely reach out to Eric, Kathleen, and ask, unless anybody else wants to throw their name in the hat.
I could check with Officer Marchesano again if we wanted to have it at the UPT offices. They might be busy with kind of traffic from move out and things like that, but so it might be better to have it at FDOT, but I can still, I'm happy to ask and see what that might look like. All right, well, we will follow up once that location is confirmed and finalized, and hope to see you then in person together. So if anything else comes up in the meantime, feel free to reach out. And again, thank you all for your time and all the work that you all do.
Thank you.
Thank
Enjoy the
you.
rest of your
Thank you,
day.
everybody.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
All have a good day.
You too. Bye, Mike.
Bye, girl.
Bye.